Welcome everyone. This is Michael Raleigh here today, and I am sharing with you our lovely Blossoms bundle of the month. And I'm going to show you today how I made this card. Okay, I have here all the pieces that we need to put this card together. I have cut out two of this die cut, this circle die cut, and I've got my card base here. So let's give it some space and let's start with assembly. So I am going to use my bone folder and score this down a little bit here. And then after putting this on here a couple of times, I decided to go ahead with the dark side of this two-tone cardstock. This is the petal pink. And I want to lift this up because I want to have a little bit of shadow and depth between both of these pieces. And when this is together and I lay this on, you'll get that scalloped look. So I'm going to use my dimensionals and make sure both of them are over on the light side so I can add these on. Now I'm not going to do one on each circle, but I will do enough that it will give it a lift all the way around, especially on the side, because that's where my circle or my scallop border is going to appear. Okay, and then I'll use my Take a Pick tool and this great little pointed end, and I'm going to pull off all those covers on there. Okay, and now that I've revealed all the sticky parts, what I want to do is center this, and we're going to have this centered in side to side and then top to bottom. And I will snuggle these right up next to each other so that, and what I'm looking at is this hole here. That will just make sure that I have a very similar fit and that my scallop look will be even on both sides since I'm using two of these. Now this is one of those cut apart cards, and you could also use the flowers that we have and stamp that. So I'm going to attach that to my cloud cover base here. And then I'm going to use my cloud cover ribbon, and I'm going to put a piece of this right across my bottom of my flower. And what I'm working on is kind of putting like this bow that I've created on the bottom of my bouquet of flowers. Okay. So it looks like a faux bow tied with a wrapped ribbon, and that's going to go on there. Now, I'm not going to pop this up because I like that shadow that has around there. I don't feel like I need another shadow. So we're just going to add this straight on to that background that I've created. And I'm going to center it the best I can. And now you can see how it really looks like I have a scalloped border instead of all of those circles put together. Such a fun way to use that die cut. And then I'm putting a glue dot on my ribbon here that I've already tied into a bow. And I'm going to add that. I'm doing it a little off to the left-hand side because I have already pre-stamped and cut my happy birthday sentiment, and I want that to come down here off the bottom. And I didn't want the birthday or the ribbon to cover up the birthday. Now I'm also going to do that mostly with tape. I think I can do the whole thing with my tape runner. I wasn't sure if it would need a little support there, and I'm going to add that to that. Now the final touch are these Moody Palette glossy dots, and I've gone through lots of different thoughts about what I wanted to put on there. These colors are not listed on here, but white, cloud cover for sure, olive green, and then Secret Sea, although it kind of looks like black to me when it's up against Secret Sea, but I think you could still use it. It's definitely a blue-black. I'm gonna stick with the cloud cover because that's what I've been using as my accent pieces on this. And I will use and pick up these dots with my take a pick tool. It's hard to say sometimes. And I'm gonna kind of create that just to kind of draw your eye and then bring it down. And there you have a super simple card using leftovers from my scrapbook workshop, which I will share in my YouTube channel later. Thanks for stopping by the Bundle of the Month collaboration, and I hope that you will join us every month where you get 16 free tutorials with a $75 purchase.